So if you're single, but you're wanting to look for someone who's going to be your companion for life, where to look, what to find, what to ask for. Are you interested in missions? Is that person going to be a companion in missions for you? So many questions, right? How to do it? Well, today I'm with Rocio and with Ryan. They're a happily married couple. But the cool thing is that they are serving in mission together. And so I just want for them to tell a little bit of the story so you can get some ideas and write down some tips of what you can do to find someone that can be a real companion for you in mission, to serve to the Lord together. Tell me, Rocio, what do you do?
Okay, so I am a medical doctor, a general practitioner in Bolivia, and Ryan, he's a missionary pilot.
Missionary pilot.
And we are serving in Bolivia like a missionaries there.
And you guys are from different cultures. I can just see it by looking at you. Ryan, you're Korean, right? Korean American.
Korean American.
You're Bolivian.
Yes, I'm Bolivian.
Completely different cultures.
And completely different personalities. We took the Myers-Briggs personality test and we're complete opposites. Not even one letter in common.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. But tell me, what do you guys do together?
We serve the underprivileged in Bolivia, the people, the indigenous people that live in the jungle villages that don't have access to medical care. We provide free medical care for them.
Mm-hmm.
And we also do kids programs and Bible studies and church programs.
Okay, yeah. So you guys complement each other because at the end you're the pilot, she's the medical doctor, and you guys just fly to these places, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I just love to see you guys together because it's such a good combination to serve the Lord, especially because you wanted to be a pilot and you wanted to serve. You were looking to serve too, and suddenly just God got you together. So, Rocio, how did you know that Ryan was the one?
That's a good question. So, when I was studying medicine at the medicine school, God called me, and I decided to be a missionary for all my life. So I went to the missionary school that his parents have in Bolivia. So I met him there in that place. So the friendship need to grow through the time.
Mm-hmm.
I saw in Ryan, he has a love for the people. I saw in the way that he served, he helped others. He went to not simple to help in about things, about their salvation, to share Jesus to them.
Nice. And you're Ryan. How did you know that Rocio was the one?
I saw in her that she has a deep love for serving people, and especially those that really need it. And I could just see God's love flowing through her, serving other people. And that was a big thing that I saw in her. I was able to see many good qualities that I value in her, and one of those was her love for people and for serving those. That little old lady in dirty clothes that barely speaks Spanish, that just speaks her local dialect, and that everybody is shunning and pushing away, and they just don't even want to hardly look at her. Mm-hmm. But she would just go over and put an arm around her. It doesn't matter how dirty she is, how smelly she is, but she would speak to her kindly and treat her just the same as someone with a lot of money. So that's something that I saw in her that I really valued.
Now, it's funny because I think that all of us, we have our desires in life. So tell me, guys, if you look to the past and you see, I wish I would have this and this and this in my future husband, or this or this or this in my future wife, did God surprise you, or did God give you something completely different of what you were expecting?
Of course, probably my wishes, they were so little, and God gave me Ryan in my life. So he's such big blessing for me, and I saw God's love through him for me.
You, Ryan?
I had a list. I had a list of things that I wanted to have in a wife. God didn't see it fit to give me every single thing I had in that list, but what he gave me was so much more than I could have ever asked for. And so I was able to see and to learn that God has such a better plan for us than what we can ever imagine or dream of. And so we just need to trust him and trust his leading, because he has something so much better in store for us.
Now, I do have a question. Were you guys actively looking for someone?
I was praying for like a missionary partner who has the same vision, the same purpose to serve God. So I was praying for that, and leave all my wishes, all that I want, to God, and wait.
Okay.
That's
nice.
hard,
Yeah, it
but
is.
waiting.
Well, maybe for others it's not, but for me at least, it's very hard to just wait. You're Ryan.
Since I was young, I had tried to plan out my life, and I had said, when I'm 23, I want to get married. Of course, that didn't happen because God had other better plans for me. But I was looking. I wasn't desperate, but I had my eyes open, because from a fairly young age, I knew that I wanted to share my life with someone and have someone to help me in ministry and to be by my side.
Well, guys, I hope you've been taking notes of very important tips that they mention, and what to look on someone, right, to serve the Lord together. So just to close, Rocio, what would you tell them as an advice if they're looking for someone to serve the Lord together?
So I want to say, like, God has someone for you, and don't be worried about that. Like, that if you have a question like, oh, I need my missionary partner before to go to the mission field, don't be worried about that, because God has someone to you, and probably before or probably after, he has a plan and wonderful for you.
One of the things that has brought us together, even though that we come from different backgrounds, with different personalities, different cultures, is that we share the same core principles, and we also share the same purpose of life. And so we're both serving in Bolivia as missionaries, and those are the things that that draw us together and keep us together, because we share those same principles and share the same purpose of life. So my counsel to you is to look for someone that shares the same purpose of life and the same core principles.
Well, friends, my prayer is that you will pray and pray to find that person that God will put in your life to be a companion in mission. So don't desperate. Maybe you're looking for someone because, I don't know, you think that you will never get married, because some people, it happens that, or maybe you're too young and just trying to get anyone. But just pray and have patience in the Lord, because there's nothing more beautiful than having someone that can be a companion in the mission for the Lord. And as Ryan said, as Rocio said, have the same vision, have that hunger of the will of God, and just to do it. Friends, share this video with others that may need it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to know more about OCI and how we can help your ministry thrive. If you have a ministry, or maybe if you want to start one. But everything is going to be links in the description below. Also, if you want to know more about GMA as the ministry where they work, links are in the description below as well. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.